chest. Good. Exhale, round to the chest and reach forwards. Nice. Inhale, open up nice and strong. Exhale, round and reach. Keep it going. Make sure that breath work is there. Good. 2 more. All the way up and all the way down. Last one. Good. Reach it down. And come all the way back up. Solid. All right, let's see what our spine feels like a little bit. Take both arms up. Think about arms being as extended as possible, pulling the wrists back. Take a big breath in. Open up nice and wide. Good. Exhale. Round to your chest. Grab your back like you're giving yourself a big hug and slowly start to roll it down. Relax your neck. Good. Stack it back up. Head is the very last thing to come back up. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Open through the chest. Good. Exhale, round. Opposite arm over, ideally, and round it down. Good. Inhale, all the way up. Flexing the hand, open from the chest. Exhale, opposite arm comes over. You guys are in charge of your arms. Try not to do the same one too many times in a row. Last side, take a big breath in. And exhale, grip, and down. Nice. Come all the way back up through neutral. Let's go into our neck a little bit. So at the beginning of class, we kind of start assessing how things are, and neck is a huge one, right? This is where we keep all our stress. Relax into your shoulders. Drop your ear down over to one side. Ideally, you want to try and relax both shoulders down. Try not to let them creep up to your ears. And think about what's happening between that earlobe and your shoulder. Good. Use that neck muscle. Come all the way back up. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Opposite. Come down. Think about that nice extension. Breathe. Good. We're going to start rounding forwards. Take your chin down to your chest. Round into your chest. And slowly moving over to the other side. Chin drops down. Open. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Round. And up. Good. Keep it going. Now, a couple things you can think about is how much you want your chest involved, right? Do you want to round into it as if someone's like poking you in the sternum? Or do you want to keep just your upper body staying up nice and tall and dropping the chin down like a nice C back and forth? And everyone has a different range that you can start getting into. So play around with how it feels. Same thing, opening up to the sides. Are you able to relax? Think about that nice elongation, almost like you're between 2 panes of glass, and then all the way back up. It's a lot to think about. Good. Last one, back and forth. Nice. Coming back and through neutral and all the way up. Let's go into our wrist. Take your arms out right in front of you. Good. Think about the nice elongation with the wrist as well. Squeeze the fingers into the palms. Wrap the thumbs around the fingers. Angle first. Try to keep the arms nice and long. Think about the angle that's happening on the wrist. And then slowly bring the hands in towards your chest. Good. All the way up. Open through the arms. Flexing the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Fingers grip. Angle first. Then come all the way in. Round into your chest. Good. Keep it going. Now, everyone's like, oh man, this muscle really blows. And it does, because we never, ever stretch it. And so whenever you get into your wrists, into your forearms, you realize how much you use your fingers and never really maintain them. Good. Let's go last one. All the way up and all the way down. Nice. All right. Relax it out. Take a quick 10-second drink of water, and we're getting big into our hips. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Come onto your hands and knees. We're going hip rotations. If your wrists don't feel so nice, you can come up onto your fists as well. Decide where your wrist is stacked. Ready? Come along for the ride. Take your knee all the way in, round through the back. Flex through the foot. Take your leg out to the outside of that arm. Good. Slowly open through the hips. Squeeze the glute in the back first. Close the hip and roll. Knee, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bring the knee right to the forehead. Fold first, and then take that leg out to the side. Good. Keep it going. Open from the hip. Squeeze from the glute. Hip in and round. Now, ideally, you're looking to isolate the hip itself. But what happens is you always have a supporting leg working. So how are you able to have your 3 points of contact be strong enough that your hip is the one doing the actual action? Last one, all the way open and all the way closed. Good. Bring it back through neutral. Move your wrists around if you need. We're going to the other side. Ready? Take your knee up to your forehead. Round to the chest. Flex into the toe. Open. Leg is parallel to the ground. Squeeze from that glute. Close the hip and roll. Knee, lower back, middle back, upper neck. Good. Squeeze. And then all the way to the outside. Keep it going. Same thing applies on this side. Now your other leg has already been worked out, so typically it's tired. But how do you apply the isolation to just that hip that you're using? Last one. Whew, good. All right, relax, sit down for a second. Get off of those wrists. Nice. All right, we're going to go into child's pose and just see how our hips are doing after we've moved them around, all right? Ideally, I'd like you to come into a little bit of a wide leg, a little bit of a wider toe. Toes are together in the back, and when you're ready, sink on in. Come all the way forward. You can have your arms bent. You can have your arms straight. If you have knee problems, you can have your arms supported. Maybe moving side to side. Maybe breathing a little bit deeper into the chest. Good. And slowly come on out. Whew. All right. Move it all the way up. And let's come into a downward dog facing position. We're going to move the dog around a couple different ways. Through the chest, through the legs, through the arms, through the hips. All right. Let's go. Let's set it up properly. Take that middle finger and face it forward. Externally rotate at those arms. Push nice and tall through that back. Toes tuck under. Make sure your knees are hip width apart. Take a big breath in. Good. Exhale. Push up to downward facing dog. Drive the heels to the ground. Open to the chest. Good. Slowly bend one knee. Straighten the other knee. Bend one knee. Straighten the other knee. Did I drop it? This is always my dropping point. I always go upside down with the microphone. We're good. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Good. Come back in through neutral. Open the chest. Pop the chest right into the quads. Breathe it out. Keep those arms straight if possible. Make sure you have grip on the ground. Good. And come back through neutral. Nice. Okay. We're going into plank. We're going into plank 3 times. Make sure your hips are tucked under. Watch me first. Your hips have to look like this. You're trying to get straight. Not booty out, not booty in. Tuck under. Starting in downward facing dog, and we're pulling forward 3 times. Let's do it. Ready? Come into your downward facing dog. Make sure everything's aligned. Good. Take a big breath in. Lift up onto the toes. Exhale, pull it forward. Tuck the hips under. 3, 2, 1. Good. Push back down to downward facing dog. Move it around. Breathe here. Good. Inhale, lift up on the toes. Exhale, pull forward. Nice and strong. Hips tuck under. 3, 2, 1. Last one. All the way back. Move the legs around. Move the arms around. Good. Take a big breath in. Up onto the toes. Exhale all the way forward. Hold plank. 3, 2, and 1. Back to downward facing dog. And then come all the way out. Oh, who programmed this? How's everyone doing upside down? That's the biggest thing. Does anyone get dizzy anymore? If you're getting dizzy, breathe deeper and make sure you're actually breathing rather than holding your breath. Everyone thinks you're underwater all of a sudden. All right, come onto your belly. Take your legs a little bit wider than hip width apart. Good. We're going to set this up. Take your spine. Think of it nice and long. Knees are rotated facing towards the ground. Hands come near the rib cage and ready. We're lifting up, but think about how active you can be. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pushing through the hands. Squeeze through the glutes. Lift up as high as you would like. See what the feeling feels like. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then slow on the way down as if you have no hands. Nice. Take a big breath in. Exhale, we're pushing up again. Lift. Squeeze into the glutes and relax where you're feeling comfy. Good. Slow on the way down as if the hands weren't there. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift. And slow on the way down. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Come back into child's pose. You always want to bend the opposite way. Send the hips back behind you. Move into the hips. Make sure they're feeling good. Good. All right. Come all the way back through neutral. Let's go into our pike. We haven't been here yet. Move your glutes out of the way. Relax into the legs. Take them hip width apart for today. Hands come next to the knees. We're going to do a little bit of a bouncing, but think about lifting up nice and tall through the chest. Ready? Take a big inhale. Exhale, bounce it down. Drop the chest. Relax through the ankle. Try to keep the neck neutral, so maybe looking at the ground so that's tilted forward a little bit. Good. Now flex into the toes. Oof. And point into the toes. It's always a shock the first time. Flex into the toes, bouncing, and point. Keep it going. Good. Let's switch it up. Point one toe, flex one toe. Point one toe and flex one toe. Ooh, we're working our brain too. Mine almost didn't want to do it. Nice. Now the toe that you are flexing, pull that hip behind you and hold. And then swap it over the other side. Pull that toe, pull that hip behind you as well, so you're asymmetrical in the hips, and then bring it back through neutral. Flex and go. Good. Back through neutral. Another side. Keep it going. Good. Last one, back and forth. Good. Come back in through neutral. Relax into it for a second. See and assess what your legs are feeling like. Do you have a little micro bend in the knees? How's your back? Where's your neck? Are you able to relax into the shoulders? Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Good. Coming all the way back in through neutral. Awesome. All right. We're going some cross. We're adding it all together now. Ready? Inhale, lifting up nice and tall through the chest. Exhale, round and reach across the body over the other side. Good. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Open. Good. Exhale, round and reach. Keep it going. Same thing applies here. You can start opening in different ways into the chest as well. So do you want to lift up and look over the shoulder? Keep breathing. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Good. Back and through neutral. Whew, other side. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Open through that chest. Exhale, round the chest and reach. Good. Keep it going. You kind of get to play with this one, which is fun. Deciding how you want to lift up and twist and how you want to reach across your body. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Good. All right. Whew. All right, take a quick 10-second drink of water, and then let's move it on. Can you hear me chewing ice? No. All right, take your hands behind you. Open up from that chest. We're going in for a little bit of a pike flow. Cool. Inhale, lifting up nice and tall. Look up at the ceiling. Try to think about a nice squeeze between the shoulder blades. Good. Exhale, drop the chin down. Start to round. Upper, middle, lower back. Hang out here for a second. Relax into the neck. Relax into the shoulders. And slowly start to walk it all the way forwards. Walk your hands all the way as far as you can to those ankles. Inhale, look up at the toes. Lift through the tailbone. Think about looking at your toes. Good. Exhale, drop it down and slowly start to roll it all the way back up. Lower, middle, upper back. Nice. Inhale, up nice and tall. Open through that chest. Exhale, round, upper, middle, lower back. Hang out here for a second. Hands come in front of those legs and then slowly start to walk it down as low as you can go. Nice. Inhale, looking up at the toes. Open through that chest. Exhale, round, and slowly walk it all the way back up. Good. Take it at your own pace. Let's go 2 full ones all by yourself. See how far you can get. A lot of it has to do with how you're thinking about your body. And a lot of it has to do with how you're letting your body shift, and that happens through breath. So when you sink in through something, your diaphragm is the controller of a lot of things in your body. The deeper you breathe, the more effective these things are. Whew. Good. All right, come all the way back through neutral when you're done. Solid. Let's see how our hips are doing, and then we're going in for a little bit of a hip series. Ready? Take your legs to this nice butterfly position. Grab into your ankles and lift up as tall as you can. Good. We're folding forwards, but you have options. If your knees are feeling wonky and you want to put pillows under here or blocks if you have them, feel free to. If you're leaning into it, feel free to use your elbows to lean forwards, okay? Lift up nice and tall. Exhale, bend forwards, and try to find where your comfort level is. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose, sinking down, maybe moving your hips side to side, maybe moving your head side to side. Good. Now purposely move over to one side a little bit, just over towards maybe your left shin and then your right shin. See how that feels as you're swinging forward in front of your toes. Last one, back and forth. And when you're done, come back through neutral. And all the way out. Oh, how'd that feel? Where'd you feel it? You're here? You're here? Yeah? Isn't that crazy how everything's attached? All right, let's go in for some leg extensions. Take one knee up. Your hand can come underneath that leg, or you can physically hold the knee with your hands. Lift up nice and tall. Let's go with a flex toe first. Take a big inhale. Exhale, flex, and lift. Good. Slow on the way down. Inhale. Exhale, flex, and lift. Good. Now, rather than looking at me, look at your knee. What's happening when your knee is tracking in comparison to your toes? Is your knee in? Is your knee out? It says a lot about how your hips are placed. Good. Point into the toe. Same thing applies, taking a look at how your leg is tracking. Awesome. And the next one, we're sickling in, so your toes pointing and then turning onto the inside. Ready? Lift up, pointing, and literally sickling. So funny. Twist your ankle this way while activating your toes this way. Yeah, good. There and all the way down. Was that easy to understand? All the way up, sickle in. And down. Keep it going. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Nice. Take that leg. We're crossing it over the body. We're going to twist our body. Sit up tall. Opposite arm wraps around that knee. Free hand comes right behind that tailbone and lifts up nice and tall. Tall through the spine. Take a big inhale and exhale. Look over that back shoulder. Nice. Breathe. Try not to use your arms fully. Lift up from the spine yourself like you're growing tall, and use your muscles to twist you. If you're feeling a cramp, you're doing it right. Good. Slowly unwind yourself. And let that down. Other side. Bend into that leg. Hands come behind the leg. Flexing into the toe first. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up nice and tall. Good. Slow on the way down. Keep it going. Now, what's the difference between your right and your left leg? Because there's going to be a difference typically. Good, let's point the toe. Last one. Sickle it in. Point the ankle, twist it in, all the way up and all the way down. Good. Take that leg. We're crossing it over the body. Opposite arm wraps around. Free hand comes in the back. Lift up nice and tall first. Good. Then exhale, twist and look over that back shoulder. Breathe. Try not to lean. Lift up tall with your back, and then exhale, twisting with your muscles in your back, not necessarily your arms. Good. And slowly come back in through neutral. Whoo, relax it down. Tell your hips you love them. Quick 10-second water break. Then we're going into our passive 90-90 series. All right. Take your feet hip width apart. Open into the knees. And drop your knees down over to one side. I want to talk about 90-90 real quick just so we can see what's up. So 90 degrees from your hip. 90 degrees from your hip. Ideally, if your foot is active, then you're going to have an easier time keeping your hips square and pushing into the ground. You can use that front foot if you want to push into, or you can walk into the front. I want you to experiment a little bit with it because we're here for so long. All right, let's try. So hands behind you. Let's warm it up first now that we know. Knees over to one side. Push this knee into the ground. Open from the shoulder. Good. Heels drive into the ground. We're going to the other side. Open into the shoulder. Good. Last one, back and forth. Switch. Knee pushes. Shoulder opens. Good. Switch. Solid. Switch. We're going back over original side. Let's get self-exploration going. I do like that term. All right. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Shoulders are square. Take a big inhale at the top. Good. Exhale. Again, walking it down however you need. You can use your hands and your arms for that support, or you come down to your elbows. You can grab that front foot and flex it in. What is it that you are interested in? We're hanging out here for a good 40 seconds. Breathe. Last big breath. Good. And slowly walk it all the way back up. We're going the other side. Heels driving the ground, over the other side. 90 degrees and 90 degrees. Shoulders are nice and square. Take a big inhale at the top. Good. Exhale, walking it down forwards. However you're feeling comfy today. You can drop down the elbows, take the arms nice and straight. You can hold that foot flexed in a position. You can rock side to side, up and down. Keep that breath work in through the nose and out through the nose. Last big breath. Nice. All right, walk it up nice and slow. When you're done, don't leave this position. I'm challenging you. No hands. Heels driving the ground. Over the other side. Inhale, and then your hands are there for support a little bit, or you can take your hands out to the side and press it down, however you're feeling comfy. We're going down actively. Push through that front leg, lift up. Yeah, hands up. Heels driving the ground. Good. All the way down, however you're feeling comfy. Keep it active in the front leg and push. Last one, back and forth. Slow on the way down. Keep the front leg active and push. Good. Transition. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, slowly lowering it down and push. All right, back to your original side. Switch it up. We're going in for our 90-90 twist. Now you're trying to think about your hip being forward. Knee, hip, rib, shoulder are all one straight line. Come down onto that elbow. Good. Push tall through the shoulder. When you're ready, free arm comes up. Take a big inhale. Open to the top. Exhale, round and reach under the body. Twist. Good. Inhale. Elbow comes up. Bow and arrow up. Open through that chest. Flex the hand. And exhale, rounding into the chest. Reach under the body. Good. Take it at your own pace. Take your chest and your head with you. So if you're looking back at the hand, look at it. And then if you're taking your hand under your body, you're looking under that armpit. Good. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Nice. Coming back in through neutral, and we're switching sides. Over the other side. Ready? Knee, foot's back there, hip, rib, shoulder. Elbow comes down into the ground, push tall through that shoulder. Good. Take a big inhale, free arm comes all the way up, open through that chest, flex into the hand. Exhale, round and reach under the body. Get a good twist. Keep it going. You know what to do. Good. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Nice. All right, coming back in through neutral. And we're going back to our pike. We're going to see how everything's feeling. So this is, we're like almost close to the end. We have one more twist, but before we go down onto our side and onto our back, we want to make sure that everything else is feeling good for our end poses, okay? So we're going nice and slow, hinge at the hips, we're staying there. Take a big breath in. Exhale, slowly walk yourself down wherever your maximum range of motion is. Try to relax into the ankles, relax into the neck. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Good, now start exploring with it. What does it feel over on one side? So maybe moving your chest over the right or left leg and then over to the other side. Good, now what does it feel like when you pull your toes back? Oh yes, yes, yes. When you flex into the ankles, all of a sudden it's different. Last one, back and forth. Good, relax that out. Come all the way back up. All right, this one's a shout out to Shannon today. Come on up. We're bending into our knees. We figured this one out for fun. We're going to try and set this up. Let me know if I get this one wrong. Our arm is crossing across the body. All right. Grabbing onto the outside of the foot, if possible, connecting your bicep to your knee. Oh, yeah. It's one of these. Yeah, this isn't my idea. Good. Round into the chest and slowly start to sink yourself back. Take your neck with you. Ideally, you'll be able to feel it in one of two spots. Somewhere down the arm, somewhere over the up shoulder, or down the side of your body, right? If you round into the chest more and sink back, you have a little bit more of a stretch behind the shoulder blade. If you're up taller, sometimes you can kind of target the hip. So it's depending on what you're feeling today. Good. Slowly come all the way back up. Whew. Restack your spine. We're going the other side. Hand across, but still connected to the knee. On the opposite or outside of that pinky toe. Yeah. Round into the chest. And moving laterally across the body. Breathe. Take your neck with you. You can start sinking into your shoulder. You can pull your shoulder. You can round into your chest a little bit more. What does it feel like? Last big breath. Good. And slowly coming all the way back through neutral. Oh, it is a good one. Let's come on to, side plank. It's side plank time. Oh, these are like my new favorites because it gets everyone's side. Come on to one knee. Ideally, make sure your knee's feeling good. Hips are tucked under. Hand can be there for support. Make sure your wrist is feeling nice. Shoulders nice and tall. Good. Take a big inhale, lifting up with the top arm. And then exhale, reaching over the head. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up through neutral. Exhale, reach and over. Good. Keep it going. So a couple things about this movement pattern. You've stretched out most of your front and back, and now we're targeting those sides. What do your sides feel like? It's simple acknowledgement sometimes, because then you can start thinking about how you're moving. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Good. Coming back through neutral, rounding into the chest and reaching forward, sending the hips behind you. Good. Open nice and tall through that chest. Squeeze your glutes and look up to the ceiling. Nice. Round. Reach. Send the hips behind you. Good. And all the way up and open. Good. Last one. If you're wondering why you're dizzy, it's because you're holding your breath. Come all the way forward onto hands and knees. Over the other side. Everyone gets down from that. They're like, whoa, there's so much blood rushing to my head. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you didn't breathe. Take your hand. Push nice and tall. Good. Top arms up. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Round and reach. Good. Take it all the way back through neutral. Exhale, around and reach. Good. Keep it going. It's funny how we think we're underwater when we start moving in weird ways that we just don't understand, right? That's what it is. All of a sudden our body goes into, I don't understand it. And we hold our breath when really the thing to do is breathe. Last one, all the way up and all the way down. Good. Start rounding forwards. Round forwards, hips come back. Reach forward. Inhale, open from the chest, and look up at the ceiling. Keep it going. Last one, all the way forwards and all the way backwards. Nice. Come back through neutral. And relax it down. All right, quick 10-second drink of water. We're going in for all our back stuff and twists. All right, we're coming onto our back, ideally some kind of like cactus arms so that your knees come up to the chest. We're going to drop it over the one side. Hold there first, then we'll learn to start reaching, just so you know our game plan as we're going. Come onto your back. Take your knees up to your chest. Arms come out to the side. Good. You can decide what knees you'd like today. 90 degrees, split once, or bound twice. Completely up to you. All right? Arms out to the side. Decide what legs you're doing. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop it over to one side. That top leg is the heavy one to drive down if you're bound. Good. Make sure your shoulders are feeling good. Shoulder, shoulder moves around. Breathe in, try to relax through that hip. And slowly roll onto your side. Face your knees. Tuck your shoulder under. Back of the hand is flat to the ground. Take a big inhale. Reach forward. Exhale, bow and arrow that elbow backwards. Shoulder, shoulder hits the ground and twist. Good. Coming back in through neutral. Take a big inhale all the way forwards. Exhale, bow and arrow back and twist. Good. Keep it going. Last one, all the way forwards and all the way backwards. We're holding at the back. Breathe and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back in through neutral. Whew. Good. Unbind your legs. Realign your spine. Make sure they're feeling good. And we're going the other side. Decide what legs you'd like. 90 degrees, split once, or bound twice. Arms are out to the side. Take a big inhale. Good. Exhale, drop the knees over the side. Make sure the shoulders are feeling good. We're hanging out here. Good. Roll over onto the side, nice and slow. Tuck the shoulder under. Top arm is going to take a big inhale, reach forward. Exhale, shoulder, shoulder connects to the ground. Arm, bow and arrows back and twist. Good. Take it at your own pace, all the way forwards. Take a big inhale. And exhale, sink into it. Good. Last one, all the way forwards and all the way backwards. At the back, hold it there. Find that twist, relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rolling all the way back onto your side. Nice. Take yourself onto your back. We're going in for end poses today. Good. Make sure your spine's feeling good. It's evenly to the ground. Hips are feeling aligned. Take a big breath in. Good. Exhale, lifting one knee up. Bring that knee right into the chest. Use your arms to get a good pull down on it, but try not to send tension into your shoulders. Let them relax. Think about the hips sinking down to the ground. Think about the hip flexor slowly melting like butter. Good. Start to slowly pull it in and out, maybe side to side. And one last squeeze before you let it down to the ground. Nice. Realign those hips. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift one knee up. Give it a good squeeze. Make sure it's the opposite knee, ideally. Relax through the shoulders, send the hips down to the ground. See if you can get that hip to relax for you. Good. Slowly start pulling it in and out towards the chest. Maybe side to side. Give it one last big squeeze. And then allow it back down to the ground. Whew. All right. End of class. How small of a ball can you make yourself? Are you ready? Take your knees up to your chest. Slowly walk yourself up and grab either your shins or your knees or your toes. We had some people crisscrossing their arms the other day. However you need to make yourself the smallest ball. Flex into your toes. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Lift your hips off of the ground. Hold, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly allow it all the way back down to the ground. Take your last big breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhale. Let it out. Nice. And when you're ready, meet me in seated. All right, all. And that was your stretching class for today. Yay. Thank you for coming along for this crazy journey. For those of you who are on Zoom, we're going to start changing our platform to slope.live. So we will be getting rid of Zoom and kind of moving it over to our online platform. It should be awesome. So let me know if it's not. We can kind of get on that one. But a huge thanks to our IT in the back. Robbie J is killing it just with like figuring a lot of this stuff out. So we're super thankful. Cool. Thank you all. And I will see everyone later. Ciao.